Okay, tonight's speaker is the sales manager of Air Medcare Network and MeduCare Air Base MT220 in Charleston. He's a 25-year resident of Mount Pleasant, where he lives with his wife, Emily, and 2 children, Noah and Gracine.
From the people in the town to help support the flight program, and that's how Air Medcare Network was born. So fast forward 31 years now, our parent company is called Air Medical Group Holdings, and we are the largest independent provider of air ambulance services in the United States. We have 245 plus aircraft bases, both rotary and fixed wing, and we operate through a 32 state coverage area. Last year we flew a little north of 75,000 patients by air ambulance alone, and organizationally we continue to grow. Presently, we operate through what I will call 4 subsidiary aircraft companies. So we have Air Evac Life Team, we have Reach for Life Medical Transport Services, MedTrans Air Medical Transport Services, and Eagle Med. Eagle Med is our fixed wing component, our airplane component. It was actually absorbed by MedTrans, which is the company that I represent. So really we have 3 companies, but we've kept the Eagle Med name. Obviously the brand recognition is out there with Eagle Med. In South Carolina, MedTrans Air Medical Transport is our service provider, and presently we operate through 6 bases across the state: Charleston, Florence, Sumter, Greenville, Anderson, and Spartanburg. Where most aircraft companies are more community-based, we are more of a community hospital hybrid in that in Charleston, for example, we are the preferred provider for the Medical University of South Carolina. So if you see our helicopter, it's white and blue. You'll see it on the cover of the brochure there, and it's got the MUSC logo on the side of it. If you were to see our Florence aircraft, we're the preferred provider for McLeod Health in Florence. In Greenville Health System, Anderson EdMed South Rehabilitation Hospital, and Spartanburg Regional 1. We just opened up our Sumter base in April, so we haven't aligned ourselves with Toomey's there yet. But again, we haven't been open there for very long, but we are seeing quite a bit of flight activity out of there, and I assume ultimately we will partner with that organization. Again, not so much of a contractual basis, but really more of a preferred provider status with them. We hold the FEMA. I want to talk a little bit about the aviation that we use across the state. In all of our bases, except Charleston, we fly the Bell 407 long-range helicopter, which is a fantastic piece of equipment. It's single engine, single patient configured. Our aviation in Charleston, we fly the EC-135, which is the Eurocopter 135 or Eurocopter Airbus. It is the state's most capable and state-of-the-art helicopter program. Our aircraft is special in a couple of different ways. Number one, it's 2-patient configured. So we do have the opportunity, or the capability rather, to fly 2 patients at one time. It's not preferred. It gets a little bit tight in there, but we can do it if we have to. That particular aircraft travels at speeds of up to 140 miles an hour. It's twin-engine configured, which is really big for where we live, because that gives us the ability to fly over rivers and lakes in the coastal bay areas that single-engine aircraft are prohibited from flying over. So certainly an advantage for us there. It's an instrument flight-rated program, so we can go in weather that would ground most other aircraft companies. We can't go in all weather, but certainly in weather that would ground our other aircraft and certainly competitor aircraft as well. For safety and for situational awareness, organizationally, we've invested millions over and above what the FAA requires for safety. The helicopter is equipped with what we call a. We were flown from from Georgetown to MUSC, and then, God forbid, onto the burn unit in Augusta. You would have no out-of-pocket expense for those transports. The membership is not just for the individual, it's for the household, so it covers everybody under the roof of the house. Whether there's 1 person or 10 people living there, it doesn't matter. It's unlimited flight coverage for your household. So that's essentially how it works. The standard membership fee, we have different levels. If you're looking in the brochure, you can see we have different levels, and by levels I mean different lengths of term. But a one-year membership is $65 per household. If you're a business owner, if you're a member of the Georgetown County Chamber of Commerce, we do have an affinity program in place with them that gives you a little bit of a price break off that, but it's pretty inexpensive membership rate as it is right now available to you. So again, very inexpensive way to protect yourself and protect your household. We partner with counties, with governments, with municipalities, with churches, with schools. The city of Georgetown has added this as an ancillary benefit for the city employees. The township of Kiowa has procured what we call a municipal site plan, which is where the township has actually procured a limited membership to protect the residents or the property owners on Kiowa from a pickup point originating anywhere in Charleston County. McCullochville has also procured a municipal site plan. Edisto just approved it today. Hopefully we'll see Seabrook Island doing it in July. I've approached Pawleys Island, so I'll be going before their town council in July the 11th. There's a lot of benefits to this program. Two that stand out to me is, number one, obviously it's an added layer of protection for you and your household. It also helps us to bring the flight program to areas that we would otherwise be challenged to bring it to, given the expense associated with it. But I think most of all is, again, we don't want people to second guess taking their flight because they're worried about getting a big bill. Your life, the lives of your family, they're priceless. And the membership is really, really inexpensive. And it helps to contribute to the health care of your community. So, when you see that helicopter going above, we might not know them, but they're important to somebody. And they're somebody within our community. If you're a business owner in the township, that's thousands of dollars that is not leaving the tax base. It's not just going out of the tax base and going to West Plains, Missouri. It's monies that can be spent here in the local community. So there's a lot of ancillary benefits to it, but certainly first and foremost, protect your family, protect your loved ones. Your lives are priceless.